So I'm in Warren, Ohio. I came here to get the pistol that I have repaired. I want to talk to you about what happened. Look, isn't it a little fall cute? So look, I went in, I dropped it off. There's a recording of that. When I left, about maybe 5 minutes later, he called me. He said, "Tequila?" I said, "Yes." He said, it needs a firing pin." He said, "You gave us a P.O. box." He said, "We need your physical address." So I gave him my physical address, and I said, "I have a question for you." I said, "If you guys can find a part, how much will it cost to fix?" He said, $50 plus tax. And so then I asked him, I said, "Well, the pistol isn't registered in my name." I said, "Do you guys do any kind of background check or anything?" Because right away, literally, the government started cursing and spelling, talking about how they were going to conspire against me and get the cops involved behind me trying to get the pistol repaired. So I told him, I said, "It isn't registered in my name." I said, "The pistol isn't registered in my name." I said, "And so do you guys do any kind of background check?" And he said, "No, not as long as you're the one that's coming to pick it up." And I said, "Okay." And we said, "Bye." So wait, there's more I need to tell you. This marks week number 8 of sleep deprivation. They're not allowing me to sleep between the hours of midnight and 6, 7 a.m. so that they can manifest these extreme lies and mistreatment. So for the last couple of weeks, they've been cursing and spelling real heavy about the neighbors as usual and the headspaces that they're in, not wanting to take them out of the how they made them up, and talking about all those they represent, they were saying that they didn't want to revert them back to the way that they've been and put them back in the category that they've been in their entire lives, and that they didn't want to stop being looked at as if they were me, and that I was doing the same thing that they were doing, meaning drugs and stuff and other things. So they're acting like I have this horrible bad past when my past is clean. Like, the only issues I've had is those that they've created for me. And that they made sure I couldn't carry right away. 2018. So they were also, at school. Today's the first day of school. They have been talking about how they were going to have to make me drop out of class. So they were saying pretty much if, just recently, within the last, I only drove maybe 10 minutes from the place, came here to use the bathroom. They were talking about how if they could put a weapons possession on my record, that pretty much it would ruin everything. They said it would ruin my housing. They said it would ruin my school. It would ruin everything. So they were talking about, they mentioned neocode without mentioning neocode. They're calling it coronavirus. So it'd be like talking about the Omicron variant without saying Omicron, calling it coronavirus. Okay, so they been talking about how the impact that's going to have on hospitals, and how hospitals have been attacking me and sacrificing my energy for years, ever since they were able to label me mentally ill. Okay, so they're saying that they're forced with a time now to either have to look at me for who I am or do something else to get me in more trouble with the law. I was initially supposed to bring the pistol here on Saturday. They sedated me. Like I said, I don't get sleep between those hours. So if I catch a few hours, it's between 7, 8 and before noon. So 7, 8 a.m. to noon, or 11 or 10, whenever I wake up. So And that was one of those days that they sedated me. And they were talking about breaking protocol with these guys. They said, you know, they were talking about how regardless of my transparency, these are agents that are in place talking about how regardless of my transparency, that, and them having a reason to suspicion, that they were going to call the local police and have them question me. They said they were going to call the local police, give them my driver's license number and my name, and see if I was able to carry, to cause me a problem. And you know how that goes. The cops will come out. The cops will come out, they'll arrest, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once again, this affects everything. Like, if they said they had to tell them that the outcome was going to be bad either way, and that they're going to realize that the federal agents that are informing others and communicating, are trying to get me to use something other than a pistol. I'm not going to say exactly what they said. They said that they're trying to get me to use something other than a pistol. And they saw that the outcome was going to be the same no matter what, and that was kind of influencing their decision. So look, check this out. If you got to think about the process, okay? Like, if the cops show up and they arrest me for this, there's no telling when I get out of jail. And they know I'm not going to connect with mental health court. So, class is one of those things you have to have attendance. Okay? You have to make attendance. So, that's what they were saying. I'm trying to see if any other curses and spelled, like any other curses will come to mind that I can note in this video. But look, they're thinking if I get arrested, that will delay everything. Okay, because like I could be in jail for probably 2 weeks before I get out. I'm not going to be able to post bond. Like, I don't have anybody to call. Okay, which means that I have to sit. That means that I be stuck sitting in jail. With this charge hanging over my head. And they were they said they're going to put her in jail and they're going to be fucking up these neighbors, and these neighbors are not able to let her witness. Same thing they said when I was in jail at the end of 2020. I went on the 30th of November 2020 and got out on the 16th of December 2020. And then I was on probation for a whole year. I just got off probation in March, 2 months ago. And that brings me to a curse. They always talk about how the municipal court is losing their mind. They always talk about the fat, like not wanting to remove the fat. And there's so many different entities connected to the fat, like the attack on my appearance. When they say the municipal court is losing their mind, they're claiming that they're losing their mind for other reasons. I'm sure if I gave it some thought, I could think of all the things that it would influence. But that's it for now. My face looks so we're gonna see. You know, if the cops show up, I'll be recording till I can't. And it's weird because, like, there's no way out for them. How me being there to you know what I'm saying, would maintains interest and things of that nature. They're talking about my things. They've been talking about my apartment for the longest. They have an issue with how I occupied the space, and they said they want to see all my things on the curb versus theirs. So there was someone else that was potentially facing eviction that they're trying to sacrifice mistreating me for. They said someone is going to lose their car and their place. So anyhow, we'll see.